So today my question to you is, do you think you have balance in life? And of course there are many definitions of that, so that's partly rhetorical, but my concern is that my struggle in life has always been finding a balance. And for me the definition is having some sort of tune, some sort of balance in life, and I've always struggled with that. And I realized preparing the speech that that's been my concern since elementary school, basically. So to tell you about my life and as an evaluation of my life, I decided to walk through the whole life together. So the first part is from my elementary school until the end of high school. Basically, I was so immersed in school that my balance was very dangerously shifted towards work, and my lifestyle was really deteriorating. And that was basically when I was in Tekirdağ, because my family as a biologist and teacher was working there, and I went to a public school there. So for my entire elementary school life, basically, I was in school on the weekends as well. And my high school experience was about the same. I was able to go to coach school in Istanbul, and there I learned English, and also I was in the science math track, which was quite difficult. So my entire life was again studying and very little social life. And so the second part I want to talk about is university, which is completely the opposite. So in university I stopped working completely, and I was doing a lot of socializing, a lot of sports. I took classes like dance and yoga. So for me that was a period of catching up with all the social side. And again, I was kind of unbalanced. So the balance was gone, but I thought it was in a good way. And my university was in the US, so that was also partly why I was socializing a lot, to learn the language, to make new friends. But again, it was the same problem. And after university comes the third part for me, which is the life back in Istanbul, looking for a job and living with my sister. And that part was also, again, unbalanced in a way, because I didn't know what to do. And I was trying to look for jobs, but I didn't even know what I wanted to do. So it was more of a time off from anything. And I was neither working nor spending time in leisure. So it was sort of like outside the balance scale, actually. I was mostly thinking, reading a lot, asking for advice from other people, and meditating and all sorts of educating myself. And so that period was kind of off the balance, but again unbalanced in a way, because I wasn't really working or having fun. And the last part is basically now, where I try to do a lot of things, like taking a dance class, working, family, friends, and sports all at the same time. So right now what I'm trying to do is try to balance everything all together, which is working so-so. So right now what I'm trying to do is basically accept that life is going to go out of balance, and it's going to happen somehow. So one day I get too much work, one day I have a friend that needs something. So now I'm kind of learned that I have to deal with it. And when that happens, I have to put myself back in balance somehow. And that's really different from my perspective from before, where I would get really stressed out, or I would always try to be perfect at what I do, and that would, again, stress me out. So it was a vicious cycle. So now I'm trying to be accepting of life as it is, basically, and accept the fact that things are going to go wrong. But right now, the balance is going well, and I hope that that goes for you as well. And I wish you a life in balance, in peace and harmony. Thank you.